All right, good Friday evening, West Branch fans. Welcome to the Bearcast. This is Mike Quinlan along with my partner Jared Tiley, producer-director Matt Shenander. We are in Week 8 of the season. The last regular season game finds us up here at the Little Rose Bowl, taking on the Durant Wildcats. So, this is a rainy, cold night out there. There's no other way to describe it, folks.
It sure is. It sure is. And, we've been fortunate with not too bad of weather for the most part this season. And tonight I think we're going to see rain for most of the game, which I think is manageable. We just need to not see any lightning so we can keep the game moving.
Yeah. The Bears come into this game 3-1 in the district, 4-3 overall. Durant is 0-4 in the district and 0-7 overall, so they're looking for their first win. But more importantly for the Bears, they are in the playoffs. How they end up after tonight, depends on obviously the Regina Wilton game and also on the Bears trying to win this game by a margin of at least 17 points. And then, the Bears can finish it anywhere from first, second to third in this district, depending on what happens.
Yeah, Matt was showing me the 3 different scenarios earlier, and it just depends on how that Wilton-Regina game goes. And you hopefully the Bears can take care of business here tonight and do their part, and then just control what they can control and take whatever happens after that. I think hopefully we're hosting a playoff game next Friday. That's the hope.
But if not, the Bears are ready to line up against anybody, and they've proven that they can play against anybody. But one thing's going to be different from tonight is we're short a few players. We had some injuries. Zach Capper, our leading rusher, basically broke his elbow. Jake Swisher got hurt in practice this week. Reese Trepp, we're not sure about here. We're hoping he's going to play, but he didn't play the last 3 quarters of last week. And so, our depth is really going to have to step up tonight because we're missing some guys.
Yeah, and I think obviously you saw the impact with Reese missing time last week. Wilton got that running game going later on in the game. I think with Zach, he's just been a steady runner for us all year. But at the same time, I think it's helped that we've mixed in Aaron Marsh and Cooper Gates there. So we have a couple guys back there that have plenty of carries, and they started to mix Cale Seidel in there last Friday as well. So I think we got some depth in that spot. As far as Jake Swisher goes, I'm just glad he's all right. Like you said, he ended up having a lacerated liver from a practice injury and had to spend a night in the hospital, I believe, on his birthday.
On his birthday.
And just glad that Jake's out. I just saw him when I was coming out of the school a little bit ago, and he looks like he's doing all right, and I'm just glad Jake's feeling better. Yeah,
Jake's been a great kid all year long, and you really hate to see a kid end their season on a injury, but life goes on after football. That's the most important thing. The Bears, for the most part, do control what's going to happen here tonight. It's going to be difficult with the slippery conditions, with the ball, with the passing, and as always, turnovers probably are going to play a major factor with tonight's weather.
Yep, I think you're right. And I'm hopeful that the Bears are able to run the football tonight and control the game on the ground so they don't have to put it in the air too much. But, yeah, you're exactly right. Going to be a slippery football. Our guys are going to have to take care of it, not turn the football over, and try to play as clean as possible in the weather conditions that they've been given.
And you took a walk around the field. How does this new turf seem to be holding up with the water?
I feel like the field itself is in pretty good shape. You can see the officials kind of walking out there. And I just cut across the end zone and walked down the side hashes. The sideline is what's kind of a little more sloppy, but I feel like the field itself isn't too bad. We'll see how it holds up.
All right, so this is a Class 1A District 5 game against Durant. We will not know the pairings until tomorrow morning. Look for the Bearcast to come on about 10 o'clock. All right, and we're going to go to a break, and we'll be back in a few minutes.
For over 50 years, the Fullwider Insurance Agency has provided quality insurance coverage for the West Branch area. The Fullwider Agency provides superior customer service and quality insurance solutions for you. As trusted choice independent agents, we're able to find the best insurance products and services available to protect you, your family, and your business. Call 643-2695 to ask for a free. The Fullwider Agency, a proud supporter of the West Branch Bears.
Introducing SnapStack Checking and Savings from Fidelity Bank and Trust. With SnapStack, you can earn cash back on your everyday transactions, plus 5.12% APY on savings balances up to $5,000. Open yours today and make bank in a snap. It just makes sense. No minimum balance required to obtain APY. If checking activity qualifications are not met, all savings balances earn 0.05% APY. Visit bankfidelity.bank for terms and conditions on the account. Fidelity Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
EMS Detergent Services has been providing janitorial supplies to businesses across the Midwest for over 50 years. Based in North Liberty, EMS uses products made right here in Iowa and offers exceptional and affordable services for their clients. Learn more at emsdetergentservices.com. Julie and Dan Hayes at EMS Detergent Services, proud supporters of the West Branch Bears.
The player profile, Aaron Marsh, one of 2 or 3 players on the team with 2 different jersey numbers. 11 at home, he's 45 on the road, but it's all Aaron. What's been the fun part of your season?
Well, I like when that line can get those blocks for me and allow me to run straight up the middle, It's a pretty good feeling being able to get our team yards and, sometimes turn around a game. So it's fun when we can all do our part and we can all celebrate with each other afterwards.
The magic of video work here. We're going to spin this way. Matt's going to come around with this so the hair gets out. I mean, I don't have to worry about that, not just because I'm wearing a hat, but we'll help you out, get the hair out of your eyes.
Thank you.
So what's the most enjoyable thing about playing football for you? Just an actual football from when you were little until now.
Well, the part I like the most is the adrenaline rush when you're on the field. And you feel it more when you're holding the ball, which is why I like running. Just once you get that ball, you feel that pump and you're ready to go hit someone. And, it's a great feeling. So I really enjoy it.
Serious question here. What's it like to be probably the second best athlete in your family? Little brother Eric, by far the best baseball player. By far, right?
I agree, yes.
This is the first time someone's actually agreed on a younger sibling.
Yeah, I do.
But really, he's a hammer. You saw a lot of games this summer, him playing baseball.
Oh, yeah.
Does it make you want to play baseball more now?
A little bit, yeah. I enjoyed watching him out there, hitting more home runs than I did. So
with one.
I'm proud of him, though.
Just one? Is that all he needed?
I think he got 3.
3? That's 3 more than you.
3.
No.
I got an in the park once.
I was going to say, you got the inside the park home run. What about this season thus far and where the Bears are? Obviously, lost 2, won 4, lost a heartbreaker last week.
Right.
Where's this team draw from to pick up the pieces, get right back on the horse and ride?
I think a lot of that has to do with our coaching staff. We have a tough game. Obviously, we're not happy. We might get talked to that night, but Monday practice, it's a whole new week, focused on the next team, and they get us ready and going again so we can come out and perform. Really don't look at the past, and it's important to also not look too hard on your wins because you can get a bigger head sometimes, and we've seen teams do that. So it's really important just to focus on what's in the future, strive to be better.
What's your favorite part about playing on this beautiful field out here? What's the best part about the Little Rose Bowl?
Honestly, this year, the grass.
Is it almost like fake?
I came out here and I was confused because I saw the grass growing, but I could have sworn this was turf. But huge improvements since last year. I don't know. It feels amazing. It feels good on your feet. So
that's
looks pretty too.
A little bit different since November of last year in the monsoon down here with ML Foam Armac. Yep. To point now, you just look at it. It looks like a golf course.
It's pretty.
Like green. It's that pretty. Well, hopefully the Bears come up with a pretty product tomorrow night here on the field against Durant.
Yes.
Because A lot of fun things are at stake for the playoffs, but the good thing is the Bears are in the playoffs.
Exactly.
You still get a tomorrow after tomorrow.
Yep.
So, but you're not looking past this game, right?
Not yet. Nope.
Good. That's
Our
the way
focus
you're
is all
supposed to
here.
do it, right?
So, yeah.
Okay.
We'll be there next week, but
What's the message you got? Give me a 30-second pep talk. If you're giving the locker room pep talk for this team, keep it, the right way. What's your pep talk?
well, sometimes you might seem a little unimportant. You might feel unimportant. You might feel like you're not really going anywhere, but just stick in there. Your time will come, and you'll get the chance to show everyone what you're about. So, yeah, just stick in there, put your hard hat on.
I was hoping you were just going to say,
Go Bears.
yeah, because if you end it like that, it was like a...
The Serving Cafe in downtown West Branch offers a welcoming atmosphere where family, friends, and neighbors can gather for conversation while enjoying home-cooked breakfast, lunch, specialty coffee, and delicious baked goods. Visit the Serving Cafe in their beautiful new location at 209 East Main Street across from Peanut Park, and visit them online at theservingcafe.com or search for them on Facebook. The Serving Cafe, proudly serving and supporting local.
Main Street Sweets is your hometown sandwich and ice cream shop, located in the heart of downtown West Branch, between the Serving Cafe and Touched by Power. Main Street Sweets offers great burgers, tenderloins, cheese balls, and more. And don't forget the ice cream. Main Street Sweets, locally owned and operated by my wife Jessica and me, where we're always proud to support our hometown.
The Bearcast for the 2023 football season is presented by the Fullwider Insurance Agency. Also brought to you by Cornerstone Real Estate Consultants, EMS Detergent Services, Fidelity Bank and Trust, Hodge Construction, the Hoover Presidential Foundation, Main Street Suites, Marcy Willier with Urban Acres, The Serving Cafe, Touched by Power Massage Therapy, and the West Branch Times.
All right, welcome back, Bear fans. We got about a minute and a half before kickoff. Introducing the West Branch starting offense. Tate Franz is getting the start at center. Max Lodge and Michael Montgomery at the guards. Cole Crossweight and Logan Wright at the tackles. Trenton Schutte, Joe Heyman, Brendan Dale at quarterback. We'll have Cooper Gates and we'll have Aaron Marsh. And then we'll have Connor Capper and Shea Farmer in there. We will have some relief from Braden Sexton and then Quentin Rocha on the offensive line. But this is a Bear team that is averaging about 22 points a game against we've played already 5 ranked teams, so the Bears can play with the best of them. We've lost a couple of close games, or we would be right there at 6-1.
I think it's just a matter of getting in a rhythm and staying in a rhythm. It's just like we talked about last week at Wilton. It just felt like we'd get a little bit of momentum going on offense, and then we'd just have either a penalty or some kind of a drive staller, and we just couldn't get in a rhythm. I think tonight the Bears need to get it going on the ground with this weather and stay in a rhythm on offense.
Yeah, so obviously controlling the ball on the ground is going to be good. Deep for Durant is going to be Noah Barkley, number 6, Caden Meyer, number 3. Their quarterback is a junior, Isaac Nielsen, a sophomore running back. And here's Reese Ginrich to kick off for the Bears. And it is high and it is deep and is taken about the 3-yard line. He runs over to the right sideline, to the Durant sideline, and gets stopped just about the 20-yard line. Bears are wearing their black pants, black jerseys, white lettering. Durant's got the blue pants, the white jerseys, and blue lettering. And it is still coming down. It is still going to be slick. And so here we go with the first offensive play for Durant. Isaac Nielsen is their quarterback. He's in the shotgun. 2 wideouts left. Here we go with the jet sweep. It gets stopped for about a 2-yard loss. That was to Ryan Wolf. and the Bears defended that well. I think you're probably going to see this Durant team do much of what they just did, spread it out and try to run the ball.
Yeah, I think you're right. They went 4 receivers there, 2 to each side, and trying to run sideline to sideline and not much there for them.
All right, Durant breaks the huddle. It is 2nd down and 11. 2 wideouts to the left. They do the same thing, jet sweep to this side. And again, the Bears turn it back in. And that's all on our outside linebackers to turn that play in, isn't it?
For sure. You don't see that very often. When they ran a jet sweep this way and that kid's trying to cut it all the way back to the other side of the field, that means our edge guys are doing a pretty good job.
So it looks like we got Reese Trepagna. He is playing linebacker, so that's a good sign. Shea Farmer in the middle with him. Trenton Schutte, Cooper Gates at the outside linebackers. Oh, the Bears go with the 4-man front, so they put Cooper at an edge rusher. Here we go, 3rd down and 10, and misdirection loses them about 3 or 4 yards. That was just sort of like an inside handoff that didn't really fool anybody of our interior.
Yeah, and it looks like the Bears, the way they're lined up defensively, they're going to dare Durant to throw the football, who hasn't had a whole lot of success through the air, and especially in tonight's conditions. If Durant can't run the ball, they're going to have to find ways to move the ball through the air.
All right, back returning the punt, number 1, Holden Arneman. Joe Heyman usually returns punts, but he was gone all week. That was a shank, and the ball's going to roll dead about the West Branch 46-yard line where the Bears will take over. It's 0-0, just under 10 minutes to go in the game. Bears are their great field position for their first offensive possession, and they go right up and over the ball. Brendan Dale is going to be your quarterback. We got Schutte and Seidel over here. Arneman's out left. Shea Farmer on the left wing. Marsh in the background and with Dale. And here's Marsh going over the left side. He cuts it outside, and he gains a good 5 yards on that play. But, the Bears are just going to test their offensive line.
Yeah, just a little outside stretch play to our left there and pick up a gain of about 4. Good to see Aaron Marsh out there. I mean, without Zach, we're going to have to depend on Aaron. It looks like Kale's going to come in and get some carries possibly now.
All right, so that puts, looks like 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Kale Seidel's back there with Dale. Here's Kale going over the right side. He's met at the line of scrimmage, going to bring up a 3rd and long, but we're so used to calling Henson up the middle, and now we have 4 running backs that we're trying to guess and see. And then we have Connor Rios over here at one of the flankers. He's out here with Schutte, Trey Farmer on the left side. Here's Brendan Dale back to pass. He scrambles around. He gets some pressure. It is incomplete. Again, I think a slippery ball there.
For sure, and he didn't have anybody open early to that side, and looked like Connor ran a drag across the field. It's hard to see from that far away if it slipped through Connor's hands or if he just never got a chance on it.
So the Bears punt team is on. Nolan Staker, a sophomore. Back deep is Caden Meyer. Here's Nolan. He gets off a good punt, and it's taken about the 15-yard line. Durant will start their second possession, 1st and 10. Field position is going to be everything in this game, and you just need a little bit of a break to get that score. So, holding them back here inside the 20, especially in this weather conditions, is a very good thing for the Bears.
Yeah, I think that's the important thing is weather-wise, field. That's why field position is so important. Usually it is anyway, but especially tonight. Our defense needs to step up here again and pin them deep and see if we can get something going on offense.
All right, they come out again. 2 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Nielsen at the quarterback. Here we go again. This time they fake the jet sweep, and
there we go.
We got a sack.
There we go.
Who's on that sack?
Logan Wright.
Logan Wright. So he took a couple steps back, was getting ready to throw over the middle. They were going deep, but that's not a good place to try to take your time throwing the ball.
No, it's not, and it's a nice play by Logan, and it's a energy starter. Our crowd is obviously a little smaller tonight with the weather, and so our kids are going to have to generate their own energy with the play, and Logan did a nice job of making that sack, and hopefully that gives our guys a jolt of energy.
All right, so that brings up a second down, and I'm going to guess about 16. Again, 2 wideouts left, 2 wideouts right. Here's Nielsen looking over the middle, and we almost had a shot at an interception there, but the ball went through, so going to bring up a 3rd and long, and throwing the ball in this weather is going to be very tough, isn't it, T?
Yeah, it is, and it looks like Durant's being called for a penalty. I want to say, I don't know if that was prior to the play. They might be saying no play there, and it was a false start.
Oh, okay.
No, okay. So it was declined. So it was an illegal formation is what it was.
All right, so it's 3rd down, 17. The ball is sitting at the Durant 9-yard line. Bears are going to bring some pressure. Looks like we have Michael Montgomery, Logan Wright, Cooper Gates up there. Here they come, just a short pass out to the side. Nice tackle over there by Seidel. So that's going to force a punt. And this is where you can get some turnovers on these long snaps.
For sure. And I thought that last punt, I thought Holden had a chance to pick that thing up. He had a little room to run. So let's see if he gets an opportunity here, especially with them pinned back inside their 15-yard line.
All right, Isaac Nelson, the quarterback, is also the punter. Holden Arneman is deep. Here the punt gets off. Holden's going to let it bounce. It hits him. Squirts into West Branch territory. He picks it up. He's trying to get to the outside, and he gets tackled, taken out of bounds about the 47-yard line. But again, you don't know what that ball's going to do when it hits the ground. It can pop up in the air, it can squirt right by you.
Yeah, I like him being aggressive there. It just took a weird hop, came up and hit him in the chest, and he still got something out of it. We're pretty much close to the same field position we had at the start of the last drive, so just need to get a good first down play here to get us going.
1st and 10, West Branch at their own 47-yard line. Cooper Gates back there at the running back, Brennan Dale at the quarterback. And here's Gates going up the middle, and he's hit right at the line of scrimmage. So he's going to maybe even lose a yard on that.
Yeah, and Quinny, what they did there is they ran up their safety. They ran up their safety to cover our number 2 receiver to allow their outside linebacker to blitz, and he went in there untouched to make that play.
All right, so we have 2nd down and 11. Ball at the West Branch 46. We got a stoppage of play. Official timeout. Not sure what we're missing there. Somebody's picking something up off the ground.
Yeah, it looks like it's something off Holden's uniform or something.
Okay. So we got 1 wide receiver to the left, 2 to the right. Capper set up on the right side as the wing. Here's Gates. No, we fake it. Throw down.
There we go.
Holden Arneman on the slant pattern for a good 15 yards.
You know, Quinny, and they're daring us to do that. Their safeties are playing up. They're loading the box. I mean, if we can find a way to make that play in these conditions, that's there all night.
And you got one-on-one on that outside. Now Capper goes out with Arneman to the left. Seidel and Schutte to the right. Dale and Gates. Here's Gates going up the middle. He's running hard. Looks like he gains a good 3 or 4 yards, but this is what the Bears have got to do, is take control of this game.
Yeah, and that's a credit to that first down play. It weakens up the box a little bit and allows us to run the ball.
All right, so we have 3 receivers to the right here. And here's Gates going up the middle, and they're going to stack him up for very little gain on that play.
Gates, the ball carrier.
Going to bring up a 3rd and probably about 5. but I think we're probably in 4-down territory.
Yeah, you got to think you're still in a spot to run the football here. You got 2 downs to get a first down. We were kind of in a loaded box there again. Now we're going to spread the field a little more.
2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. 3rd down and 5. Here goes Gates in motion. Dale's back there by himself. They slow the slip screen to Trenton Schutte over here, and he picks up the first down. That was, again, that's a safe, short pass that ends up picking you up a first down.
Absolutely, and a credit to our guys out here on the perimeter making nice blocks to allow Trenton some room to run.
All right, Bears right up to the line of scrimmage. They're going no huddle. 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left. Gates back there with Dale. And here's Brendan Dale going to run a quarterback sweep. He gets outside. He gets, almost got to the end zone there.
1 tackle away.
Yep. And he's tackled. Can you see what yard line that is?
Yeah, I want to say he's about the 6. Yeah, about the
6-yard line. So we got a 1st and goal.
8-yard line.
8-yard line. All right, we got 4:25 to go in the first quarter. 0-0 game. Bears are knocking on the door. Here's Brennan Dale running the same play to the right. He cuts it up, and he's going to be close.
Just short
of the
half-yard line or so.
Yep, and so that's a new wrinkle we've seen with Brendan Dale running just the quarterback sweep.
Yeah, and you got to think he's going to go quick under center here, and we're just hopefully going to get a good push. Quarterback sneak.
Yep, he's under center, and there we go.
Nice push by our guys.
And they're in for the end zone for a West Branch touchdown.
And that's what we needed, Quinny. We had two designed quarterback runs. That first play, Cole Crossway did a nice job on that side, on the edge rusher there. Nice job. And then the second play, our perimeter guys, another nice job of blocking to allow Brennan to get down inside the 1, and then just a good push for the quarterback.
And he's very patient on those things. Yeah. He's waiting for that hole to open up.
Absolutely.
So here's Genrich with the extra point. Oof. And the point is good. So with 3:53 to go here in the first quarter, West Branch draws first blood, 7-0. Just exactly what they needed is to, when you have a team that you should beat, and everybody you go into the game that you should beat, but it's important to jump on them early.
Absolutely. And our first drive we didn't gain much offensively. In that second drive, I think it was that slant pass over the middle kind of opened things up, loosened Durant up a little bit, show we can throw the football if they want to load the box, loosen them up a little bit. Then the next play, they put 5 in the box. We're able to get a nice run and then just get something established and get some rhythm going.
Well, and, we do have strong receivers, Joe Heyman is very strong. Holden Arneman, Seidel. Trenton Schutte can catch the ball. If we had Jake Swisher, he's a great receiver.
Yep.
But that's one thing is getting the ball to our receivers really loosens it up.
Allowing them to catch the ball and make a play after they catch it out in space.
So, and Brennan looks like he's throwing the ball on target tonight. Here we go with the kickoff. It is a line drive and going to be taken about the 5-yard line. And, he breaks free. And he's got Genrich to beat, and Genrich tackles him about the 42-yard line. So that's the one thing you don't want to do as a kickoff team is let I think that was number 3, Caden Meyer, got outside our contain. And so they're going to start out. And this is really what you call flipping the field.
Yeah.
Now instead of them starting at their own 9-yard line, now they're starting at their own 41-yard line.
Right.
And that makes a big difference in your play calling.
And you got to give credit to Reese Genrich there.
Yeah.
Making that play as a kicker.
All right, here we go. From the shotgun, there's the handoff, and it's going to Tate McKinney, sophomore running back.
Yeah, I really think they're going to struggle to run the football inside tonight. They're going to have to find different ways to create some offense.
So we got Big Michael Montgomery, Logan Wright, obviously an all-stater up there. Cooper Gates at one end. Nice to have Reese Trepanier and Shea Farmer in the middle. Looks like Quentin Roach is at the left tackle. So, again, 2 wideouts right, 1 to the left, a quick screen out here, and the ball just gets drilled right into the dirt. Going to bring up a 3rd and long, and I know he's letting that thing go. I think he's feeling the shadow of Logan Wright there.
For sure, and we're sitting in a 4-man front. You put Cooper Gates on the edge there, and everybody knows what he did 2 weeks ago against Regina. So you drop back to pass, you're thinking getting rid of that thing in a hurry.
Yeah. So here they come, 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. And here's the pitch.
Oh, there's the ball on the ground.
There's a ball on the ground.
That's our football.
All right, that was just a pitch to McKinney. He touched it, but the ball went straight to the ground.
I want to say it was Shea Farmer who jumped on that football.
Number 25, Shea Farmer, senior linebacker, fullback.
Just always around the ball.
Yep. And that gives the Bears a 1st and 10, and we're setting at the Durant 37-yard line. So, again, we talk about turnovers and field position. Here's Aaron Marsh in the backfield with Dale. Seidel and Schutte out to the right. Arneman out to the left. 1st and 10 Bears in Durant territory. Marsh steps off to the left. He's going straight up the middle, and Durant's playing that middle pretty tough. I don't know if they're packing it in there or if they're blitzing it.
They are, and that's one of our zone plays where don't be surprised if later on you see our quarterback pull the football there. There's nobody left on that side of the field if he pulls the football there.
All right, so 2:40 to go here in the first quarter. West Branch leads 7-0. 2nd down and 8 from the Durant 35. Here's Seidel coming across. It's a jet sweep for him. He's got blockers out in front of him. He gains about 3 or 4 yards, going to bring up a 3rd down. But, that's just smart using the speed of Cale Seidel.
Yep, just another way to get him the football. And Cale's a great athlete. He's proven all year and get him the ball so he can create something for our offense.
All right, so we have a 3rd down and 4. The ball is at the 31-yard line of Durant. 7-0 Bears, 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. All right, Dale's going under center, I formation, Farmer and Marsh. And here's Marsh going over the right side. He breaks it back over the left guard. That play looked like it was starting off the right tackle, but the hole was over the left guard.
Yeah, and good vision by Arn. Makes a nice cut on his right foot to move to his left, and just a nice job by our big guys up front creating some running lanes for him.
That gives the Bears a 1st and 10 at the Durant 26-yard line. 1:30 to go here in the first quarter. Bears are leading 7-0. Here's Arneman coming out here to the right.
And we're in our big package here.
Yep, we're in our jumbo package. I formation. Marsh at the tailback. Pitch out here to Marsh. Good kick out block.
Nice, he's going to go.
He's going for the end zone.
Touchdown.
He's in there. All right, that was a 26-yard. Oh, do we have a flag?
Yeah, we do. Right about the 15.
Well, let's see what that's going to do.
But be a block in the back. Yeah, holding
against the Bears. So, but Aaron Marsh showed some great speed there. Yeah. The Bears got out in front of him.
Yeah, we did a nice job on the edge there. Nice play there. I don't know where that flag was thrown, if it was really needed as far as the penalty that was called against us, but so be it. I mean, it is what it is. We'll move on to the next play, and it's good to see our guys getting a better push up front there.
All right, so that flag moves it back, and it's actually going to be 1st and 10 again, this time from the 26-yard line. Here's Marsh going in motion to the right. Dale's back there by himself. Again, a little slip screen to Schutte. He breaks the tackle. He's going down. He's down inside the 15-yard line. I mean, I love that slip screen, the way they can run it to multiple receivers.
Yeah, just it's same play we ran earlier, just Aaron in the backfield that time, and Trenton breaks the tackle, makes a nice run.
So we got 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Here's another slip screen over here to Seidel. He gets it inside the 10-yard line. We got under 40 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Bears are getting near the end zone again.
Yep, just a little bubble play there. Kale runs a bubble from his slot position. It's just an extension of the run game. Nice little 4 or 5 yard gain.
All right, so we got 2nd down and 9. The ball's at the 9-yard line. Dale's in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right. We're going to run the quarterback sweep.
He's
Brendan Dale gets outside.
Touchdown.
And he gets into the end zone for the West Branch touchdown. To that time, we had 3 receivers to the right. And the tailback was just off to the left, but led the way in blocking.
Yeah, ran a little quarterback run the whole way to our weak side and had Shea Farmer out there in front leading. Just a well-designed play and nice run by Brennan.
All right, so the Bears scored their 2nd touchdown. 9 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Here's Rios to hold. Gingrich to kick. And it is up and it is good. So with 9 seconds to go in the first quarter, Bears jump up 14-0, and that's exactly what you want to do on senior night, your last home game.
Yep, nice another little drive put together by our offense there. Starting to get a push up front, creating some things with our short passing game and getting in a rhythm like we talked about earlier.
Well, and Brennan looks like he's throwing the pass as well. He had that nice little skinny post to Holden. He's thrown a couple slip screens over here. But sooner or later, that's got to open up the middle.
Oh, for sure, yeah. And you get them creeping up towards the line of scrimmage, and maybe you take a shot at some point and see what happens.
Well, and the other tough thing about, a night like this is tackling.
Yeah.
A running back can easily slip off due to the wetness.
On that last little rocket play, Trenton proved that by breaking that tackle.
All right, here's Gingrich. He kicks a low line drive. Picked up about the 20-yard line, dropped at about the 26-yard line. So Durant takes over, 1st and 10 from their own 27-yard line. We have 9 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, it looks like the Bears are still sitting in that.
All right.
I think we're going to adjust to a 3-man front here.
All right, Gingrich is playing corner over here, Seidel over on the left side. And they're going to run a quarterback. There's Michael Montgomery.
Oh, boy.
Wow, he ran a quarterback sweep, and he lost probably 5 or 6 yards, would you say?
Yeah, that was just kind of an Olay little play.
All right, that is the end of the first quarter. Bears are leading 14-0. We'll be back after a short break.
Introducing SnapStack Checking and Savings from Fidelity Bank and Trust. With SnapStack, you can earn cash back on your everyday transactions, plus 5.12% APY on savings balances up to $5,000. Open yours today and make bank in a snap. It just makes sense. No minimum balance required to obtain APY. If checking activity qualifications are not met, all savings balances earn 0.05% APY. Visit bankfidelity.bank for terms and conditions on the account. Fidelity Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
For over 50 years, the Fullwider Insurance Agency has provided quality insurance coverage for the West Branch area. The Fullwider Agency provides superior customer service and quality insurance solutions for you. As trusted choice independent agents, we're able to find the best insurance products and services available to protect you, your family, and your business. Call 643-2695 to ask for a free insurance review. The Fullwider Agency, a proud supporter of the West Branch Bears.
All right, Bear fans, welcome back to the Little Rose Bowl here. West Branch leads 14-0. 2nd down and 16 for the Wildcats. They're at their own 21-yard line. 2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. Here's the quarterback draw, and he's taken down by Logan Wright. Logan just seems to be able to read that play busts inside and loses another couple of yards. Did you say you had an update on the Regina?
Yeah, I do. I was just checking scores while we had a break there, and it's first quarter down at Wilton, and it's Regina 14, Wilton 0. And as we kind of move forward here, I'll kind of describe these playoff seeding scenarios as it pertains to our district.
All right, so 11:28 to go here in the half, 14-0 Bears. Durant sends 2 receivers out to the left along with a wing, and they're running the quarterback draw out that way. Nielsen, now he runs into that Reese Trepanier. Reese is playing with a club on his hand. He cut his hand the first quarter last week.
Yeah.
And he was getting stitches on the sideline.
Yeah, he sliced the top of he did something to the tip of his finger.
Yes. And unfortunately couldn't play the rest of the game. So we have a 4th and 18 from the Durant 19-yard line. We got Joe Heyman back.
We do.
Here's a punt. Joe's going after it. It's going to bounce. He's going to let it go. It's going to roll out of bounds about the 46-yard line of West Branch. And so the Bears will take over 1st and 10. Now, the most that you can score with playoff rules is 17 points.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if you beat them by 45. It still counts as 17. So we already got 2 17-pointers against Dyersville and Cascade. Regina has their 17 points in all their games except when they lost to us by 4. All right, here we come up. 2 wide receivers to the right. We're in our jumbo I formation package. Dale's under center. Durant's loading the box. And the Bears get a short gain of 1 or 2.
Yeah, and it kind of looked like, again, another play that's set up. It looks like we could go play action off that and even quarterback boot off that if we have it. I'm not trying to draw things up in the sand, but if we pull that, there's nobody left on. They're so ball side heavy.
And it looks like they're playing a 3-man. They're playing a 3-man front, 2 outside linebackers, 2 inside linebackers. Bears are still in an I formation. And here's Gates going up the middle for about 2 or 3 more, so it's going to bring up a 3rd down, but the Bears are trying to keep this between the tackles for right now.
They are, and as a play caller, these are not easy games to call because you got to make sure you're protecting the football, giving your guys the best chance, wet conditions.
So now we have a 3rd and 6. We're at the Durant 49-yard line. Gates and Dale. Here's Dale.
Going to take a shot.
He's looking deep.
He's got him. He's got him.
He's got Holden Arneman over there about the 20-yard line. And that's the problem when they leave those guys one-on-one over there.
Yeah, and I'm not sure why they blew that whistle, that play dead so fast. That kid was fighting for the football. There was no forward progress stopped, and Holden could have kept going.
All right.
You know me, I'm always picking on the officials.
1st and 10 at the Durant 29-yard line. 2 out to the right. Gates in the backfield. Here's Dale throwing the slant again. It looks like it's low and incomplete. So Bears are leading 14-0. 9:06 to go here in the half. Bears have it down to the Durant 29-yard line.
Yeah, and I like that play call. I mean, it's a little play action. It's there. I don't know if that ball came out of Brennan's hand like you wanted it to, but.
All right, Schutte and Seidel go off to the right. Brennan Dale's in the shotgun. Connor Capper at the wingback. Cooper Gates at the tailback. Here they're running the sweep, and for some reason we ran by that outside linebacker, and Brennan Dale got nothing on that.
Yep, just missed an assignment there, and Brennan gets stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
All right, it's going to bring up a 3rd and 10. 8:45 to go here in the half. West Branch leads 14-0. Jumbo package, 2 receivers out to the right. Here's Gates stepping off. Here's Dale back to throw. He's throwing for the end zone. Nice pass, nice pattern, but even a nicer defensive play just to reach up and knock that thing
It
down.
was a little fade route to Holden in that side of the end zone, the west side of the north end zone, and that kid for Durant, that corner to this side, just made a nice play.
Yeah. I mean, Holden's got good size. He's 6'1". We know he can jump. He's got good hands. All right, the Bears send Schutte, Seidel, and Gates off to the right.
Yeah, we got an empty set here.
Empty set. Dale's by himself. He runs the quarterback draw, and it's open. And he's going to get inside the 10-yard.
Great play call.
They emptied it out, 5 wide receivers, and he just took it, and that hole was there.
It was.
From the get-go.
Just a great play call. Spread them out. Thin their defensive box out and put it in one of your best ball carriers' hands, and our guys up front did a nice job.
All right, 1st and goal from the 7-yard line. 8:10 to go here in the half. Here's Dale.
Oh, no.
They pitch it.
Oh, no. Just
we dropped the ball. We were trying to do a reverse on that one, and again, in these sort of conditions, those plays are tough.
Yep.
So the Bears end up losing back to about the 19-yard line.
Yeah.
So we got a 2nd down and goal.
We faked the handoff to Cooper coming across to the left, and you bring Holden around to the right, and the pitch back just kind of got away.
All right, so we got Capper, Seidel, and Schutte off to the right. Gates at the running back. We got a lot of pressure. Going for the screen pass, and just way too much pressure on that to let that screen set up.
Yeah, and just not a whole lot there for our guys to make a play.
All right, so we have a 3rd and goal. Ball is setting on the 19-yard line. 2 wide receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Gates in the backfield with Dale. Steps off to the right.
They're offside.
Durant's going to jump off sides, give us an extra 5 yards.
Right.
So that's going to bring up a 3rd and goal.
It looks like the rain's starting to come down a little harder again.
Oh, yeah. And we'll now be at the 14-yard line. So makes it a little closer, gets us hopefully within Reese Ginrich range. So we have a 3rd down and goal. Ball's at the 14, 2 wideouts to the right, 2 to the left. Gates and Dale in the shotgun. Here's Dale looking back to pass. He's throwing for the corner.
Touchdown. They're going to call him out. I couldn't tell.
It's over in that corner. We couldn't see it.
And I don't know if he dropped it or if they called him out of bounds with his feet. And we're going to bring our kicker on.
All right. So this is going to be 24 or 30, 31-yard field goal by Reese Ginrich, a sophomore. 7:19 to go here in the half.
This would give us our 17 points. Right
there you
here.
go. That's the important part.
Low snap.
Yep. Now he's down. Low snap. His knee was on the ground.
Yeah, but that's the wrong call, though.
Right.
Because he starts with his knee on the ground. That's the wrong call. He has the opportunity to get up and run with the football. That's not how it works. That's the wrong call by the official. Not that we were going to gain anything.
No.
But you don't blow your whistle right there.
No. Because he starts with his knee on the ground.
That's right.
So technically, when he receives the snap, he's down.
Yeah, exactly. It's a live ball. He can get up and make a play.
All right, 1st and 10 for Durant, 7:16. They run the tailback straight up the middle for a couple of yards.
Yeah, Reese Trepp met him right in the hole there.
So that's Tate McKinney. He's a sophomore running back. You know, it's a little different. We're so used to Nolan DeLong.
Yeah.
Yeah. 4,000 yard, over 6,000 yards career.
Yeah, and last year their quarterback got hurt, if you remember, I believe. And they put him in the Wildcat and just kept running him play after play after play.
And he's a Hawkeye now.
Yep.
All right, so we got 2nd down and 7. Oh, we have trouble holding on to the ball. Here's Braden Seidel chasing down the quarterback, going to knock him out of bounds.
Yeah, that's good hustle by Braden coming up from his safety spot to chase the quarterback out of bounds.
Yeah.
Bring up a third down.
And Braden's really had a good year
He has.
at safety and special teams.
He really has.
He's just a quiet leader out there for the Bears.
Yeah, and after this play, I'll talk a little more related to Braden.
All right, we got 3rd down and 5. Ball's at the 26, 14-0. Here's McKinney going over the right side. Stop short. Going to bring up a 4th down punt.
Yeah, and speaking of Braden, Braden's cousin Savannah, she's in Munich, Germany, studying abroad through Central College, and her dad Rick, everybody knows him as Brother One, she's listening, I believe, from Germany or watching or whatever. So Savannah, your dad says hello, and I'm sure that he wants to tell you that he loves you, and Braden's playing hard for you.
And John Hatfield's not doing much of anything, so he's just messing you.
Oh boy.
All right, we pick up the punt. We have trouble with it, but we regain it and get back to about the 37-yard line. Bears will take over 1st and 10, 5:46 to go here in the first half. So actually a pretty quick half.
Yeah, it has been. It really 37 minutes into the first half, and we only have 5:45 to go. And you can see the weather starting to play a part in the game with that bobbled snap on the field goal. Their quarterback trying to throw a little bubble out, bobbling it, and then right there, Joe trying to catch the punt.
Yeah. All right, so Bears start out 1st and 10, 2 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Capper at the wing. Here's Dale, a quick bubble pass, and goes incomplete. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, and there it is again. You can tell Brennan just not clean in his hand due to the football being wet, and then it hits Cale. Just a tough situation with these weather conditions.
Yep. So 2nd down and 10 for the Bears. The rain is coming down hard. I think they predicted about this time that it was going to cut loose. So here we go. Bears are going straight up the middle. Gain a couple with Gates. Going to bring up a 3rd and long.
Yeah, going to be 3rd and long. We'll see what Coach Hirschman has called up for here. Just not an easy situation to be in.
No, it's not. So 2 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Dale's in the shotgun. Here we fake the jet sweep to Seidel.
Yeah, he's got him open.
Throw him
nice
over here
catch.
to Marsh. And he just loses his footing. And it's going to bring up a 4th down. That was a nice design play.
Yeah, and he had some space. That Durant defender made a nice play hustling out here and shoestring tackle. And that was a nice catch by Aaron. That's not an easy play. A wet football down by your ankles.
Yeah.
Makes the catch. And we got whistles here. Timeout Durant.
Timeout Durant. Okay, so we have 4:47 to go here in the first half. West Branch leads 14-0.
Yeah, and so we have our playoff seeding scenarios that Matt's got typed up for us here. So to get the 1 seed for West Branch, they have to win by 17 points or more, and Regina needs to beat Wilton by exactly 4 points, which if you look back, I believe our score with Regina was 21-17, and our score with Wilton was 21-17. So it would be nice if it came out that way in Wilton right now. But anyway, moving forward, number 2, for us to get the 2 seed, Regina needs to win by more than 4 points, and we need to win by 17-plus points. Or Wilton just flat out beats Regina, and regardless of our result, we have the 2 seed. Right. And the 3 seed, for us to fall to that spot, we win by 17, and Regina beats Wilton by 1 to 3 points. So if I had to guess, I'd say our chances likely right now at this point are the 2 seed, but we'll see.
All right, and 2 seed still hosts a first-round game. Here's Nolan Staker.
Good punt. Good punt.
Good punt.
Nice.
Drives him back.
Sit down.
And the Bears knock it dead.
Did we save it?
At the 1 yard line.
Oh, no, he's calling it a touchback back there.
How can that guy
I
call?
don't know, because he's running from the middle of the field.
We got two guys on the goal line.
And it sure looked like the guy on their sideline was running in to mark it down at like the 2. But I don't know what we're going to do here. The ball's picked up, and they're going to have a conference about something. That guy in the middle of the field should not be making that call.
No. That looked like that was dying down about the 1 or 2 yard. And we're going to come over here and get an explanation.
Yep.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Durant. At the 20-yard line, 4:37 to go here in the first half. West Branch leads 14-0. Durant, I don't believe they've gotten a first down yet. So Nielsen at quarterback. Here's McKinney at the tailback. He runs into Shea Farmer, and Shea wrestles him down. He gains 5, going to bring up a 2nd down and 5.
Is this not the...
4:20 to go here in the first half. Bears are leading 14-0. Rocha, Montgomery, Wright, Gates, the front 4 for the Bears. Farmer and Trepanier, the linebackers. And here's McKinney again. Going to be just short of the first down. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 1.
Yeah, this is, I mean, I don't want to overemphasize, but this is an important play because it would sure be nice to get the ball back and score some more points here before half.
Right, and I don't believe Durant's got a first down yet.
No,
so
and they're not in a hurry either.
No. So they come out, 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Nielsen's back there, hands to McKinney, going straight up the middle. We stuffed them.
Nice
They're
job.
short of the first down. Let's see if the Bears have all 3 of their timeouts.
Yeah, it's going to be 4th and 1. And they're running some new guys on, so I got to think they're going to punt the ball here.
Nice defensive stance for West Branch there.
So you're going to get the ball back.
3 minutes to go.
At a minimum of about 2:45 or so and 3 timeouts.
All right, here's Isaac Nielsen. He's getting ready to punt. A low line drive. Joe's going to pick it up.
That's Cale Seidel.
Nice hop by Cale Seidel. He gets to the outside. He breaks the tackle. And into Durant territory, about the 44-yard line.
Yeah, just another exciting play. That's what Cale does. You get the ball in his hands. And so now we have good field position. The Durant 44, 3 timeouts, and 2:39 on the clock. Man, it'd be nice to score points here.
Yes, it would. So Brendan Dale's in there at quarterback. Connor Capper, Holden Arneman over here to the left. Dale's in the shotgun. Aaron Marsh, the tailback with him. Here comes the jet sweep to Cale Seidel. He makes a nice cut.
Yeah, he did.
And he gets the first down. He's inside about the 33-yard line for Durant.
They're going to give him a first down.
He took that in full speed.
Yeah, he did, and our perimeter guys did a nice job again.
All right, we got Trenton Schutte over there at the tight end. 2 wings on the right side. Here's Aaron Marsh. He's going to be tackled for. He breaks away. He's coming back. He gets to. He just gets tripped up at the 36-yard line. But you talk about making something out of nothing.
Yeah, that's the best negative 1 yard run we've had for a while. Just good job of Aaron making more out of the play than what was there.
All right, we're under 2 minutes. Bears lead 14-0. Again, we got the tight end. We got 2 wings on the right side over there. Dale's in the shotgun. Marsh steps off. We run the quarterback sweep. Good job by Brendan Dale. He takes it down to about the 28-yard line. That's just a set quarterback sweep from the get-go.
Yep, West Branch is going to call timeout here. I think it's going to bring up about a 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6.
So we got 1:36 to go in the half. West Branch leads 14-0. They got a 3rd and a 6th down here. Would be nice to get this 3rd score in.
Yeah, and again, I think we just got another
Regina
updated score. If I heard it right, it was 21-0.
Yep.
27-0 is what I have on here. Regina is up over Wilton. So early indications seem to be that West Branch will be the 2 seed and Wilton will drop to the 3 seed with Regina winning the district.
All right, we have 3rd down here. Bears got to take care of business. It's in front of them. Playoff game will be next Friday. We got a 3rd down and 6. Ball's at the Durant 29-yard line. We have 3 wideouts here to the left. Seidel, Schutte, and Arneman. Dale's in the shotgun. Marsh is back there with him. Slip screen out here to Kale Seidel. He does a good job of breaking tackles.
They're going to throw a flag.
He looked like he got it down to about the 25-yard line.
I think that's going to be on us. Either a hold or a block in the back.
Holding.
Block in the back.
Block in the back. So that's going to push it back. Instead of being 4th and 1, now we're going to be 3rd and long. Minute 27 to go here in the half. West Branch leads 14-0. The rain is coming down pretty good.
Yeah, so it's going to be 3rd and 11 now, correct?
Well,
yeah. Oh, 3rd and 13.
okay. So 3rd and 13. Dale goes out as a 4th receiver. Oh, he brings Marsh back with him. We're down to 14 on the play clock. 2 wideouts right, 2 wideouts left. Dale.
Little pump and go. He's got him. He's got him.
Nope.
Oh,
Just overshot him.
man, he had him.
Yep. It was a nice little, stop and go. Brendan did a nice little pump fake.
Yeah, Holden had a step or 2 on the guy.
So this is 4th down. Bears are obviously going to go for it with just a minute to go here in the half. 2 wideouts to the right, 2 to the left. Marsh and Dale in the back. Here goes Capper in motion. And here's Brendan Dale getting chased out of the pocket. He's looking downfield. He finds somebody. And they
call it incomplete.
They call it incomplete. So Durant will take over on downs with 53 seconds to go in the half. That was a sort of a missed opportunity for the Bears.
Yeah, and they got pressure from our right side, their left side. Brennan got flushed out of the pocket, and it must have just squirted out of our receiver's hands.
All right, 1st and 10 for Durant at their own 36-yard line. Isaac Nielsen, number 11, is their quarterback. Two receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Here they run Nielsen off the left side, and he gets knocked out of bounds after a gain of probably 6 or 7. And there we go. There we stopped the clock.
Yeah, they didn't quite get the clock stopped in time. I don't think Durant really cares about the time lost on the clock.
No, they want to get a 1st down.
Yeah, they're going to be content just running this clock out, I'm guessing.
Here's McKinney going up the middle. He's going to get their first down at the Durant 48-yard line, 33 seconds to go here in the half. We have timeout.
Timeout Durant. Wow, maybe they're not content with it.
Yeah. So there's a lot of scenarios, but the first thing is West Branch has got to win this game. by 17.
Yep.
We're up 14-0. We get the ball to start the second half. But again, field position and not necessarily turnovers, but taking care of the ball, not letting it slip out of your hand.
For sure, yeah, you're exactly right. We've had a few passes slip through our hands. We've had a drop punt, so you can tell the conditions are playing a factor here. And just key moments, it just reminds me of when we've struggled on offense. So right there you have that third and 1 or whatever it was, and you get a block in the back, and now you have 3rd and 13, and
it changes the whole
especially
play
when you
calling.
it does, and you get in these conditions, and it's tough.
All right, here's Nielsen back in the shotgun. They look like they're going to throw. It's complete over to the sideline, knocked out of bounds with 28 seconds to go here in the half.
They have one timeout left.
This is their first time into West Branch territory. So we got 2nd down and 4 at the West Branch 46-yard line. And here's Nielsen. Oh, boy, we jumped the route over there.
Yeah,
Kale jumped the route. It was a little low, but he almost had himself another interception
He sure
there.
did. He made a nice break there. Ball was just thrown low. He was close. Big 3rd down play here.
Yep. We got 3rd and 4, 25 seconds to go in the half. Ball's at the 46-yard line. Durant has one receiver to the right, one to the left. And here we go. And he's getting chased, and he's sacked at the 50-yard line. Bears are going to call timeout. 18 seconds to go here in the half. Durant's going to have, I would imagine they're going to punt the ball.
Yeah, and I like West Branch called that timeout, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I like that timeout. You make Durant make a decision here.
Yep. And you never know what's going to happen. So 14-0 West Branch. We're in about 18 seconds to go here in the first half. Neither team's been really able. We've gone deep a couple of times. I'm not sure if Durant's even tried going deep yet. And are they going to set up for a punt, or does it look like they're going to go for it?
Good question.
They're not in a punt formation, although Nielsen is the punter. So
yeah, and he is a little deeper than normal, it seems like. They are set up. They're going to quick kick this ball, it sure looks like. Oh, no.
He's going to throw it. He runs out here to the right.
He's not going to get it doing that.
And he's knocked out of bounds. 10 seconds to go. West Branch is going to take over on downs.
The Bears have a creative play here to pick up a chunk yardage play or some kind of explosive play with 10.4 seconds to go.
Or make Durant pay for that decision. I was not expecting them to go for it.
Either. I'm not sure why you do that there, but especially with the way punts have been getting fielded tonight in these conditions.
Yep. So we have 2 receivers out to the right, 1 out to the left. Dale is in the shotgun formation. Cale Seidel's back there with him. Tailback screen. Nope, the hand back to Cale. He's got the edge. Nice move. Nice move. He's tackled down about, let's stop the clock.
Yeah, and somebody's going to get called for a flag.
Horse collar. So they do I want to tray the counter tray on that thing.
Yeah.
The Cale Seidel. He makes a nice move on the corner.
Yeah, and I feel like some extra time went off the clock. They need to put.
So we have a horse collar after Cale takes it down to about the 25, but I think we did lose a couple seconds on that. So they're waving the down, guys. West Branch is going to use their second timeout.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that it makes a difference, but there was 2 seconds on the clock there when he went down.
Yeah, so we got one play. Let's see where they're going to spot this thing at, T.
Looks like he's got it down at the 17-yard line.
Okay. So that would make it a 34-yard field goal. First one was the snap wasn't handled. The snap was low. Of course, we're used to Reese Trepanier snapping those.
Yeah,
so
we are. And it looks like we're keeping our offense out there.
All right, so Arneman and Farmer out here to the left.
Going to take a shot into the end zone here.
Seidel's setting up. Shooty's at the tight end. Marsh is back there. Here goes Farmer in motion.
Ooh, somebody's going to be open here.
Yeah, we got too much pressure. He gets it off. Oh, and it's incomplete at the goal line. That's going to end the first half with West Branch leading 14-0.
Yep, considering the conditions, it is what it is at this point. But you got to think in the back of our coaching staff's minds that 17-point mark has to be thought about here, and we got to find a way to score and continue to keep them out of the end zone.
Absolutely. So we are at halftime here. The band will not be playing tonight because the rain is too hard, and we don't want to ruin the band uniforms or the field. So just we had some flow going early in the game, but I think the weather really shut that down.
Agreed. We stalled out that first drive, and then drives 2 and 3, we got something going, and then like you said, it's when the rain picked up a little bit, and I think the weather affected both teams there and affected us on that field goal and a few pass plays. And the rain's just kind of steady at this point. I don't know that it's super hard, but it's just kind of steady, and the field's just going to continue to be wet along with the football.
So, and obviously our defense is playing well. I don't know, what the stat guys are going to come up with, but I'm not sure. Did Durant get one first down?
Yeah, I think that's what I had that with you too, I want to say, but
and
maybe 2 off of a penalty, but I'm not sure. We can find out at half or at the end of the half here.
And the Bears have not been able to run the ball up the middle like they're used to. That's where they get the majority. But then again, Brendan Dale on his quarterback sweeps has picked it up and got a lot of yardage that way.
Yeah, for sure. The quarterback run's been an effective play for us. Our little short screen play to our wide receivers has been good for. We have a
we got a halftime interview here.
We got to get headsets set up here. While we got a minute with our guest getting our headsets set up, the volleyball team played in the conference tournament last night, won one, lost one, and they start regional play on Monday at home against L&M. So come out and watch the. And
you finished up a good junior high football year.
We did. We had
7th and 8th grade.
We did. We had beat Comanche in 2 games on Tuesday and gave us an overall record of 8-3-1. So the future's bright for West Branch football. Our guys are.
And the numbers were good.
They were outstanding. We're talking over 40 kids, which I haven't seen that in 7 years. Between the 2 programs, so looking pretty good. But.
All right, well, we have a halftime guest with us, T.
Yeah.
We have Zach Capper up here, who is holding his shoulder because he, broke your elbow?
Dislocated it, I think. All right, so he's not ready yet, but.
Okay. Well,
Matt's working on it.
And obviously, Zach, his dad, Dr. Dwayne Capper.
Yep.
Played here, graduated in '84. I'm telling you right now, up at Mount Vernon, Dwayne was over for that touchdown on the 3rd and goal, and the refs missed it. Yeah. And then we didn't get it on 4th down, so we won that game. But, Dwayne was quite the athlete. I think they were state track champs.
Yeah.
83 and 84, so there was a lot of athletes.
Full of athletes.
And to be a teammate of Marv Cook.
Yep.
A guy that made it big at Iowa, an All-American. and then went on to the pros for several years. I'm sure you've heard all kinds of stories, but welcome, Zach. Sorry about the injury, man.
Yeah.
You were having a great year.
Yeah, it sucks, but hopefully if we make a run for the playoffs, I'll be able to come back third or first round of the Dome.
Okay, and you got hurt last week down at Wilton, breaking up a pass, just inadvertently running into a teammate.
Yes.
So you knew right away, though, something was wrong.
Oh, yeah. Right away when I hit the ground, I couldn't feel my elbow at all. And then my hands, they were telling me to grab their hands and stuff, and I couldn't really feel anything, so I knew right away something was messed up.
Yeah, just unfortunate. And like Quinny said, you've kind of stepped in as what I would say our lead running back, your first year being in the program. Talk about, how things have worked out for you coming over to West Branch and stepping into that role and how your season's progressed here.
I would say that, last year at Solon was like a harder time. I didn't get much, I got playing time, but not as much as I wanted. And then I came over here and I worked my hardest in the weight room over the off season and just pushed my hardest to do what I can. And I got that lead running back role, and I just wanted to make the best of my opportunity and do the best I could for West Branch.
Yeah, and I think you and your brother have had huge impacts already on our football program.
Absolutely.
We're so glad that you're here. And, and talk about the defensive side. You guys defensively have been outstanding all year long. You're holding teams, teams like Regina that score a lot of points to under 20 points. Talk about defensively what you guys work on every day and how good you guys have been.
Yeah, I would say we always work on our alignment and stuff. We struggled a little bit earlier in the year with some teams, but then when we knew we had to get to the bigger opportunities versus harder competition like Regina and Columbus and stuff, we knew we needed to step up and then perform at the top level to win.
Well, and not only, losing you as one of the running backs, but starting safety, you were on a lot of special teams also. It's tough to fill those holes, but luckily West Branch develop some depth so that there's some guys that are coming in for you that are doing a good job.
Yes, I would say about that is compared to other teams that the coaches have said in West Branch is that our team this year has a lot of depth, which is really, really good. It helps for good teams because you can sub people in and out, and then you can be fresh the whole game, which I think is perfect.
Absolutely. I think that's been a big key for our football team all year long. So while we're sitting here talking out here on the field, there's a nice group of teachers being introduced. So what West Branch has done, I don't know, over the last 2, 3, 4 years, I don't know when they started. It's a cool tradition. It makes me cry like a baby every time I watch the video. But each senior gets to go out and go into the school or whatever and choose a teacher that's made an impact on their life. Talk about the teacher that you chose for this week.
I chose Miss Gallagher, and the reason I chose her was because when I was going through a really tough time with my dad and stuff, and I was missing a lot of school, she was really flexible with me. She just helped me, gave me time to turn in assignments, and also made so some assignments weren't due, which really helped, and she always was checking in on me, which I really appreciated.
That's outstanding, and it just goes to show what these people do in our school district, that nobody knows those kind of things. They think the teacher shows up for their 9 months of the year and goes and enjoys their summer, but they have impacts like that on these kids.
Yeah, and obviously, being in the West Branch school system, your dad was here, so I'm sure he's told you stories of what he did, but your grandparents were a big part of this community, yes. Tom and Vicki, for many years. I met them when I was in high school, and they're great role models. They're just really good community people, and they really embrace coming back to West Branch.
Yes.
Speaking to that, I'm going to talk real quick about Tom and Vicki. I don't know if Zach doesn't know this stuff, but my wife and I, our first place together that we bought was a townhouse over on the east side of town. Mm-hmm. Our first house we bought was Tom and Vicki's house out in Greenview that they had built and they had lived in since, I want to say it was built in 1970, right around there, and we bought it in 2013 right after our first kid was born. And they raised, I believe, 7. Is that too many? They raised a lot of kids in that house. I don't know how many aunts and uncles.
4, yeah.
4, okay.
4,
So
yeah.
7 was a little high, but they raised 4 kids in there. And I know they were doing their winery, their vineyard stuff at that time too, and just super nice people. I went to Williamsburg to watch West Branch play, and Tom was not there. He was out at Williamsburg. He was just kind of hanging, and I walked past him, and he grabbed me, knew who I was right away. But like you said, Quinny, just super, super people, and we were fortunate enough to live in that house for, close to, whatever it is, 10 years or so.
Yeah, and that was a tight neighborhood.
Yes.
Back in the day when Greenview first started. And then we got this sophomore brother of yours. What can you tell us about him?
Oh, he's a good kid.
Okay.
Deep down, he's a little stubborn. If you know him real well, he's a grumpy kid for sure. Like really, really grumpy. He's like my grandpa, my mom's dad. He's just like him. He's really he's just grumpy all the time. But he'll have his times of happiness, but usually he's just grumpy. But that's just who he is.
I thought he stepped in and did a really nice job last week defensively under tough. Reese went out, and Connor stepped in multiple spots. And made some big plays. So I guess lastly, talk about the playoff push now, right? We got to finish this game off tonight. It was senior night, which means it's a big night for a lot of people here. But talk about what needs to happen, in your opinion, what needs to happen moving forward for us to make a run so we can see you on the field one more time.
I would say that, we just got to keep performing and we got to keep building off this game. This is kind of like the start to our playoff run. Like last week we lost, which sucked, but now that we're in this situation, we got to win, and we just got to keep winning and just keep improving every week, having good practices, and just making sure we're focused on what our goal is.
Absolutely.
And last night, you got to experience our burning of the boot. I'm not sure if Solon has anything like that, but the seniors, all the varsity players get together. We had a huge bonfire that I'm sure you could see from the satellites. But what did you think of that experience, and how did that affect you?
Oh, I really liked it. It was just nice to see the whole team come together and a really big, and then just tell the stories about all the stuff they threw in, all the seniors threw in, because it was just and the younger classmen, what they threw in is just it was just kind of cool getting to know people better, that some people that you don't talk to every day, deep down you get to know some more stuff about them that they were throwing in memories.
Yes, and that's what it's all about. It's all about, your football will come and go, but those memories, those teammates will be with you the rest of your life. And T will tell you, there's nothing like the guys you break the huddle with.
That's right.
No. They're with you for the rest of your life, and so
that's why this is the best sport there is.
Yeah, is without a doubt. Now, do you have? Since you're a capper, I assume you track it?
Yes, I do track it, yeah. Yeah. My dad was my mom was a really big track star, actually. She was really good. She still has some records at her old school, but yeah. If I didn't have them, I wouldn't do it, but they always tell me to do it, so I'm out there.
Got the genetics.
Yes.
Well, Zach, I know, speaking on behalf of a lot of people in West Branch, we're fortunate to have you guys in West Branch now, and we're glad to have you here, and you guys have had an impact both on and off the field in our program, and we sure as heck hope that you get another chance to play football here. So,
thank you guys.
Thank you.
All right.
Yep.
Thank you to Zach Capper, senior. Bears are leading 14-0 here at halftime. We got about 3 minutes to go to the second half. Bears will receive the ball. We got to get this 17-point lead up there, and then what do we have latest on Regina?
The last I looked, it was 27-0. I can take a quick look here and then
there's some also the districts up north with Waterloo, Columbus, and Dyke and MFL.
Yeah.
There's some battles going on there where a team can finish anywhere from first to fourth, depending on how this plays out.
Yeah, it's actually 35-0 at half now, Regina.
Wow.
So West Branch just needs to do their part here and get across that 17-point threshold, and we'll host a playoff game next week. At this point, it sure looks like.
Yeah, and just getting in the playoffs and playing the game. I mean, we're like last year, we'll line up. We were lucky enough to host the first 3 games at home, but either way, you got to play good teams right off the bat.
Yeah, and our guys have proven they can go on the road and beat good teams. They did it to Waterloo Columbus earlier this year, and so we'll see what happens.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back with the second half.
Hodge Construction is a leader in developing commercial and academic spaces, multifamily condos, townhomes, and more. Hodge Construction began in Iowa City in 1981, focusing on residential construction. Through positive relationships and quality projects, Hodge has continued to grow and expand its project diversity over the past nearly 40 years. At Hodge, clients aren't customers, they are partners. The Hoover Presidential Foundation helps promote and enhance the understanding of Iowa's only native-born president, Herbert Hoover. Become a member to gain exclusive access to information about exhibits and events at the Hoover Library and Museum and National Historic Site. Visit hooverpresidentialfoundation.org to learn more and sign up. Be uncommon.
This is Marcy Willier with Urban Acres Real Estate. Are you looking to buy or sell a home in the West Branch area or surrounding communities, or just have questions in general? Give me a call at 319-936-5899. Go Bears!
Touched by Power Massage Therapy offers you the chance to relax, refresh, rejuvenate, and heal. Featuring a variety of massage options plus spa services, licensed massage therapist Tracy Hartz can help your body feel better. Touched by Power is located on Main Street in the heart of downtown West Branch. Find the available treatments or book your next appointment by visiting touchedbypower.com or call 631-1214. Main Street Sweets is your hometown sandwich and ice cream shop. Located in the heart of downtown West Branch, between the Serving Cafe and Touched by Power, Main Street Sweets offers great burgers, tenderloins, cheese balls, and more. And don't forget the ice cream. Main Street Sweets, locally owned and operated by my wife Jessica and me, where we're always proud to support our hometown.
This is Gary Dolphin, and those who know me know of my love for Iowa sports and Iowa history. We have a lot to be proud of, like the Herbert Hoover Presidential Library and Museum in West Branch. That's why I'm a supporter of their campaign to renovate and modernize the museum space there. And better yet, Iowa taxpayers who contribute to the effort will receive a 25% state tax credit on gifts of any size. Join me and help share Hoover's history. Get the details at standwithhoover.org.
Okay, we got Coach Hirschman here. Coach, obviously not the most ideal weather conditions. Talk about the first half.
It's not. I mean, defense has played well. I think we've given up one first down and about 10 yards. What's frustrating for me, coaching the offense, is seeing how aggressive we are on one side of the ball on defense, and we flip it around, and we're very passive on offense at times. We should be moving people, moving the ball on the ground, and we're not. That's frustrating.
Yeah, all right. We'll let you get going here, Coach, with a minute left. Good luck to you.
All right, we are about a minute 20 to go here in the second half kickoff. West Branch leads 14-0, hosting Durant Wildcats up here at the Little Rose Bowl. This is senior night, last home game, unless we get a playoff game. We'll try to grab some stats for you here. It was a nice visit from Zach Capper, unfortunately, who's out for this game. His dislocated his elbow there down at Wilton, so I think the Regina Wilton score is up to 35-0. So I think we know who's going to win that one. It's just a matter of, is that going to put the Bears in second place or third place, depending on the point differential. So Aaron Marsh and Cale Seidel are going deep for the Bears to return this kickoff. Bears will be defending the south end zone. And again, the win is the win, but the win by 17 points is most important. So the Bears have some work to do offensively And it still looks like the rain is coming down. That was pretty much the factor in the first half, whether throwing the ball, carrying the ball, or catching the ball. All right, so here we go with Durant kicking off. Marsh picks up the ball, and he's running over here to the left. Oh, we're breaking away. Yeah, nice return up to about the 50-yard line. Aaron Marsh took that ball on the bounce, picked it up, found himself a hole on the left side, gets a great return up to about the West Branch 49-yard line where they'll take over 1st and 10. And like Coach Hirschman said, he wants them to be just as aggressive on offense as they are on defense. So we come out, and Arneman's out here to the right. Looks like Rios and Schutte. Dale's in the shotgun. Fakes it to Seidel. Hits Arneman on the post pattern again. You just missed the exact same post pattern that we saw in the first half where he faked the little dive to March, stood up and hit Holden on a nice, probably 17-yard gain. 1st and 10 Bears down to the 34-yard line of Durant. Seidel still in it, tailback. Here's Dale back to pass. He's low. We're wide open in the end zone. And did he get it? That's Trenton Schutte down there. Ball was a little underthrown.
Yeah, going to be just short.
He had to come back and get it, but he was wide open. Bears are lining up. They're going at the 3-yard line. Looks like Tate Franz still playing center there for Reese Trepanier. Here's Dale on the quarterback sneak, and they're going to push it in for the touchdown. So there we go. Bears take the opening drive of the second half, do what they need to do, get a great return, a nice pass from Dale to Holden Arneman, and then we get it down, and Brennan Dale sneaks it in for the touchdown. 11:06 to go here in the third quarter. And here's Reese Ginrich on. Connor Rios to hold. Ginrich's kick is up and good. So with 11:06 to go here, the third quarter, West Branch leads 21-0. Coach Hirschman talked about being aggressive on offense. I think you saw it on that opening series there.
For sure, and that's got to make him feel better, about his offense. Big explosive play. You get the kickoff return to give yourself good field position, and then you make a big play and a couple big plays in the pass game. Set yourself up. Good opening series for the Bear offense.
Yep. So the Bears are up 21-0. We're in the third quarter. The rain is still coming down. Did you grab a steak sandwich there, did you?
Cheeseburger tonight.
Cheeseburger, there you go. Grilling by the West Branch Lions. Concession stand run by the Booster Club. And here we go for the kickoff. 21-0, West Branch leads here. All right, Ginrich to kick off. Deep is Noah Barkley. Caden Meyer. Kick is low, going across the ground. Picked up about the 27-yard line. And Nelson slips on down. So 1st and 10 for Durant. Bears march the big guys out there. Montgomery, Rocha, and Wright. They've been there all year long. A stout front three.
Yeah, you could sense the frustration with Coach Hirschman, so that first drive's got to make him feel a lot better about his offense.
All right. Durant comes out, one wide out left, one to the right. Here's McKinney going straight up the middle. Shea Farmer's there to greet him. Gains about 3 or 4 and brings up a second down. You know, the Bears just seem just a step away from making big plays. I mean, they had a couple of nice passes there in the end zone they just couldn't connect on.
Yeah.
All right, Nielsen, the quarterback. Oh, the ball's on the ground. And let's see who recovers
Our
it.
guys are pointing our way.
Oh,
we have the ball. Trent's got the ball in his hand.
Trent's holding up the ball,
Yeah.
so there we go. That's the turnover we're looking for.
Even better, absolutely.
In Durant territory, Bears take over 1st and 10.
Excellent start to this half for the Bears.
And again, that ball's just going to get slipperier and slipperier. All right, Bears send 2 wide up to the right, 2 to the left. Seidel's in the backfield, steps off to the right of Dale. Seidel, Dale pitches it over here to the right to Rios, and we got a flag over there. That's probably going to come to the block over there, but that was one of those run-pass options.
Yeah, and that's kind of playing off that play earlier when I mentioned he could pull that, and there's all kinds of room there. They get so heavy on that play fake.
Well, and then he was still running the ball behind the line of scrimmage when he threw it out there to Rios, who by that time the corner had left him. So we'll have to see what this penalty flag is, but that was a nice game.
And they're going to pick it up and wave it off.
Oh, yeah, they are.
I can almost guarantee you what it was they were going to call offensive pass interference on our receiver blocking, downfield, but that ball's thrown behind the line of scrimmage, which allows him to do that.
Do that, yes.
So that's going to be my guess as to what that flag was going to be.
So we got 1st and 10 down to the Durant 11. 2 wideouts to the right, 2 to the left. Receivers are stacked. Seidel steps off. He hands it to Seidel, and Seidel's going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage. Looks like there was just a little mix-up on that page.
Yeah, it didn't look like a smooth mesh point there with the quarterback and running back, and Durant got a lot of penetration to our right side.
All right, so Bears are going again with this no huddle. Just under 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. West Branch leads 21-0. Seidel in the backfield. Here's Dale running that sweep. Seidel gets a nice block. Dale gets to the outside.
Oh, that is... I just don't see that. I'm guessing they're going to call holding on our perimeter blocking, but I was going to also actually mention that it was a good job out there. But I guess I'm wrong.
Mention it to the ref.
Yeah, I guess I'm wrong.
So we got a flag on the play. 9:39 to go in the third quarter. Penalty is going to bring back a good gain. But that's a new wrinkle we haven't seen this year with that quarterback sweep.
Yeah, for sure. And Brennan's he's a good athlete out there with the ball in his hands in space, and he makes people miss. It's a good option to have.
All right, 2nd down and 12. Ball's at the 14 now. Seidel steps off to the left. Here's Dale. Slowing the slip screen over here to Schutte. He breaks the tackle. He's down to about the 5-yard line.
Yep.
What's the key to that slip screen out there? The lineman can get downfield, but it's that first blocker.
It is. It's that first wave of perimeter blocking. You got to allow him that space to get in, to make that initial yard after catch, and then you get those big guys blocking even farther downfield.
And Schutte is actually running towards the quarterback when he catches that thing. So it's 3rd down and 3. Ball's at the 5-yard line. Bears are lined up in the I formation. Here's the hand back to Seidel. He goes over the left side, and it's going to be close to the first down. We'll see where they spot it. It looks like it's going to be short. Going to bring up a 4th down, and looks like about 2. 4th and 1. at the 3-yard line. Clock is running, 8:20 to go here in the third quarter. Bears lead 21-0. Bears send 3 receivers out to the right. Now they got 2 out there. Seidel's in the backfield with Dale. 4th down. This is a big play. Here's Brennan Dale.
He's got Connor Capper.
He's got Connor Capper into the end zone for a 3-yard pass reception. He faked the inside dive to Seidel, rolled to the right, and Capper was wide open.
Yeah, and it's actually kind of a little screenplay there. So what you do is you run Connor, who's in your fullback position, right behind your line, so he's still behind the line of scrimmage coming down, and you use those 2 receivers that were split out to the right as blockers, and you dump it right over that rushing end, and just a well-designed play, and it's a good play call.
Well, and more importantly, that's taking advantage of a turnover.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
and two good possessions for our offense.
All right, here's Genrich with the extra point, and it's good. So with 7:53 to go here in the third quarter, West Branch leads 28-0, and I think they got that fire stoked now.
Yeah, I think so, and like we talked about, 2 good drives by our offense there. We get the turnover. Just a good start to this half, first 4 minutes of this third quarter, and the Bears are a score away from getting this clock to being continuous.
Yeah, and was it still raining when you were down there?
You know, it wasn't too bad. If it was extremely, extremely light. So just wet, you know.
Yeah.
The field's going to be wet, the ball's going to be wet, but our guys are adjusting to it at this point.
And Durant's at the point where they have got to get something going offensively, or the Bears are just going to take control of this game.
It could get ugly if nothing good happens here for Durant on this next offensive drive.
Our defense has been playing solid. The turnovers, making them count, makes a big difference. So here's Reese Genrich ready to kick off for the Bears. $28-0, West Branch leads. Just under 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter. It's a little pooch kick going off to the left.
Ooh, takes a nice skip.
Yeah, it does. Picked up about the 12, and they're going to hem him in. Ethan Miller
Tate
down
France.
there. Tate France and Ethan Miller.
Yeah, great hustle by our kickoff team, pinning them down inside the 20, and a nice kick by our kicker.
Yeah, it was.
Pinning it against the sideline. It took a nice little skip bounce, and then it deadened right before the outside hash marks along the sideline. Just well done.
All right, so Durant's going to have a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. 1 wide receiver to the left, 1 to the right. Nielsen and McKinney.
Ball's
there's
on the
a ball
ground.
again on the ground.
And we got it. I think Trenton Schutte has it again.
Oh, my goodness.
He sure does.
And those are just straight handoffs.
Yeah, there's it's called a mesh, where when the quarterback's handing off to a back like that, and it's just not there. It's almost like the quarterback's losing it before he gets it in the belly of the running back. And Trenton, 2 consecutive defensive series now, comes up with the fumble, and our offense has a golden opportunity from about the 21-yard line or so.
1st and 10 Bears. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Marsh is back there with Brennan Dale. Here's Marsh going off the right side. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. Looks like he's down inside, like the 11-yard line.
Yeah, you pull Michael Montgomery up the hole there, and you lead with Shea Farmer. It's a good-looking play. He breaks a tackle of the backside linebacker sneaking through, and just a nice run by Aaron.
So it looks like it's going to be 2nd down and about a foot. Ball is set in about the 10-yard line. Bears go no huddle. Marsh and Dale in the backfield. Shea Farmer set up on the wing. And here's Marsh going over the left side. He gets the 1st down. He's down to about the 6-yard line. Bears are going to have 1st and goal, but Boy, he hits that hole
Yeah,
hard.
he does. And our guys are opening up lanes. There was even looked like what could have been a cutback lane to the right there. And
So
offensive line doing a nice job.
here's Rocha coming in for the jumbo package. France at the center. Montgomery and Lodge at the guards. Wright and Crosswade at the tackles. I formation. Farmer and Marsh behind Dale. Here's Marsh going over the left side. He's following a convoy.
Touchdown.
And he's into the end zone. Aaron Marsh to give the Bears their 5th touchdown of the night. And again, that's taking advantage of the turnovers that they're giving you.
Absolutely. It's good to see a senior get into the end zone, especially Aaron Marsh. That kid he's just stuck with the game of football and has made the most of his opportunity this year.
Yeah. And so here's Reese Ginrich on for the ever-important 35th point, and we don't have to worry about that because the Durant guy was going to kick it before Reese ever got there.
That kid was getting close to being offsides earlier down here when we scored at the south end a couple times in the first half.
He's going to want to block one here pretty soon.
Oh, we're going to go for 2 here. We're going to run our offense out there. Nope, never mind. Change our mind and kick it. We thought about going for 2 after they move it to the 1.5 yard line.
All right. 34-0, 6:39. Here's Ginrich lined up for the extra point. The kick is up.
And it's
good. So
that's big.
6:39 to go in the game. 35-0 West Branch. We have a continuous clock where it will only stop on change of possession, timeouts, or an injured player. So even on an incomplete pass, the clock continues to roll, which I'm sure there's people in the crowd that appreciate that.
They will like this rule at this point. We had with these seniors, we had our junior high football little pizza party / awards banquet yesterday, and Coach Sexton, we got up and talked, and each one of us coaches gives a little spiel, and I talked about how don't feel like you're getting pigeonholed into a position here in junior high because things could change. And Coach Sexton stood up a little after me and made a good point that Trenton Schutte plays receiver and was our guard in the offensive line in junior high. Shea Farmer was a guard and now is a fullback. And there was one more that you wouldn't even think that is now in a skill position. And it just goes to show you how these players evolve as they get older into high school.
Well, and the important thing is, number 1, they're out and they're active.
Yeah.
2, they enjoy it. They like it. They like the team camaraderie. All right, here's Ginrich with the kickoff. He shoots it low across the ground, fielded about the 30-yard line, and the Bears take him down right away with a nice hit. But, you're setting the foundation for next year's fresh off team and then varsity 3 or 4 years down the road. So your numbers were really good this year.
For sure. Like I said earlier, with over halftime, I don't think we've ever had over 40 kids in our junior high program in the 6 or 7 years that I've been there. So just proud of our kids this year.
All right, so here Durant goes 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line. Clock will be running. Nielsen in the shotgun. He throws a quick pass over here. It's incomplete. And the clock will continue to run. So, again, he's having trouble getting that ball out over there.
Yeah, he's just not gripping it very well. And, that's just a short little spot pass.
And you could see water splash up on that pass.
You could. And, looking out there, this field looks to be like it's holding up to this point for as much rain has fallen and all the traffic on it.
And, again, props to Tony Sainio and Crafta for making this field look absolutely wonderful. Nielsen's in the shotgun, wideouts left and right. He hands to McKinney going up the middle, and oh, my goodness. Was that Logan Wright?
Yeah, it sure was.
My goodness, he got his paws on him and sort of suplexed him back there.
Definitely controlled the line of scrimmage tonight.
Loss of 1 on the play, going to bring up a 3rd down and 11. And, considering the guys that we lost this week, that are used to playing, the Bears really have had some teammates step up.
Yes, they have. They absolutely have, and it's good to see. It speaks to the depth that Zach was talking about at halftime.
All right, quarterback going on the rollout. He's going to gain a couple. Bears come up and make the tackle. Durant's going to have to punt the ball. So 4th down. They're going to send Joe back out. No, it looks like Cale Seidel's going to go by. Boy, we are versatile in a lot of different positions, aren't we?
I mean, it's good to have those options.
Oh, yeah. And you got speed either way. So here's Nielsen set to punt. He gets off a wobbly one going off to the right. Going to bounce and go out of bounds at about the 37-yard line.
Yep.
Turn it back over to our offense and see what they can come up with. Again, the clock's going to run continuously. The Bears are up 35-0. We'll try to get an update, but it looks like Regina's going to win that game.
Yeah, like we talked earlier, it was 35-0 at the half.
All right, here's Dale in an empty backfield. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Dale's looking back. He's looking over the middle.
Oh, no.
Oh, he dropped the ball.
Yep.
And he looked like he was getting ready to unload it, and the ball just slipped out of his hand.
Yeah, it looked like he was getting ready to throw. Ball just started spinning in his hand and fell to the ground.
And he had Joe Heyman deep.
Which looked like he was trying to go deep.
Yeah. All right, so Durant takes over. This is the best field position they've had at the West Branch 30-yard line. 1 receiver to the right, 1 to the left. Here's McKinney. Oh, my goodness.
Logan Wright again.
I don't know. That left tackle's looking over towards the bench like, what do you want me to do?
What am I supposed to do
Yeah.
with this big number 56?
And he's getting them. Yeah, that's got to be 3 yards into the backfield. And he's just taking him down by himself. So Logan, obviously a great wrestler, but an all-state defensive lineman. So, what do we got, stoppage?
The officials' time.
Not sure what they're... Timeout Durant. All right. Well, let's see if we can get some of our sponsors in here that have been with us all year long. There's a reason you guys are being able to hear and watch us. We want to thank Main Street Suites, Stephen Grace and Jessica Grace, Full Wider Agency, our main sponsor, Cornerstone Real Estate Consultants, Ken and Helen Fawcett, Marcy Willier. Marcy is a great sponsor of all West Branch sports.
She is.
EMS Detergent with Dan Hayes, West Branch Times, Gregory Norfleet, Touched by Power, Massage Therapy, The Serving Cafe, Hodge Construction, Fidelity Bank and Trust. So, I mean, you got to give props to these West Branch businesses for stepping up and sponsoring this Bearcast.
You know, and you hear a lot of those same businesses. They do a lot of good things sponsoring for a lot of athletics teams, and programs in general for West Branch and supporting this town.
All right, so we're going to have 2nd down and 13. Durant's got the ball at the West Branch 33-yard line. Nielsen in the shotgun with McKinney, a high snap. Heads it to McKinney. And
guess who?
Logan Wright.
Guess who?
Takes him for a 2-yard loss. I don't know if Logan's hiding in their huddle.
It sure feels like
it,
doesn't it? It does. It sure feels like it. I mean, he's just living in their backfield.
Yeah, he's just single-handedly taking this game over.
He is. He's just been a nuisance for those guys all night.
Michael Montgomery at the nose. Quentin Rocha at the other tackle. We're down to 1:50. Clock is running here in the third quarter. Bears lead 35-0. Two receivers to the right, one to the left. Nielsen in the shotgun. He's going to look for a slant, and if that had been a good pass, that would have been picked off by Holden Arneman.
And I'll give you one guess who was putting pressure on the quarterback right there.
Logan Wright.
He wears 56.
All right, so we got Reese Trepanier over here resting, which is good. We got Connor Capper out there at one of the linebackers. Shea Farmer. Shea's been steady all year long.
He has. He really has. And you get those kids that step up in West Branch football every year, and he's been that kid for us this year.
Yeah, and you never know who it's going to come from.
No.
All right, here we go. We got 4th and 14. Ball's on the ground. We're going to get he gets out. Oh, no. He gets out of another one. He's scrambling. He's not going to make the first down. Here comes somebody.
And there's a flag.
Wow, there's 3 flags.
There are multiple flags on the play.
I'm not sure what just happened. I don't know what the deep flag was for. I want to say that.
So we're going to get a late hit, personal foul. Looks like against. Okay. So that was a broken play, a fumbled snap from the get-go. We had him sacked twice, and he slipped away and didn't get the first down, but with this personal foul, it's going to be a first down. So the Bears need to work hard to keep this shutout going. We're down to 36 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, they're going to get a free 15 yards here.
Yeah.
Man. Got to find a way to keep him out of the end zone here.
Absolutely. So 1st and 10 for Durant. Looks like they're down to the 15-yard line of West Branch.
Looks like we're trying to figure out. I'm not sure. There were officials over there talking to their coach.
Yeah. Oh, the Bears will take over. So it was a dead ball. It was after the play was over with.
Makes sense
so
now.
Now the Bears will take possession. They'll go back 15 yards from where the foul took place.
Yep, that makes sense. That's why our chain gang was not moving, or they had moved to where they had, and they were coming this way as West Branch will have the football here.
So the chain gang got it right? Is that what you're saying?
They did. Andy Corr and his flag yellow
jacket down there.
over there.
His school crossing.
Yeah.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Bears at their own 15-yard line. Dale's in the shotgun. He's going to hand it up the middle to Seidel. And that's going to run out the third quarter with West Branch leading 35-0. And this is where we need it. And actually, it would be nice to add a couple more, and plus some other fellows get some playing time.
Yeah. Going into the fourth quarter, up 35-0.
All right, we'll be back after a short break.
Whether you're in a hurry headed to the game, squeezing in lunch between meetings, or if you just want to avoid the crowd, try Main Street Suites' new online ordering. Log on to MainStreetSuitesWB.com and click on online ordering to begin your order. You can customize your sandwiches or ice cream just the way you want, pay online, and then call when you arrive to have it brought to your car. Online ordering from Main Street Suites, proud supporter of the West Branch Bears. Touched by Power Massage Therapy offers you the chance to relax, refresh, rejuvenate, and heal. Featuring a variety of massage options plus spa services, licensed massage therapist Tracy Hartz can help your body feel better. Touched by Power is located on Main Street in the heart of downtown West Branch. Find the available treatments or book your next appointment by visiting touchedbypower.com or call 631-1214.
All right, Bear fans, we are back for the fourth quarter. Hope you're still watching and listening. We have West Branch leading 35-0. They got a 2nd down and 6 from their own 19. Empty backfield. Dale's back there by himself. And he runs the quarterback draw. And he gets it up to about the 25-yard line. I got to believe Brennan Dale's our leading rusher for tonight. Was as many rollouts as he's had.
Yeah, and I messed that one up. I did have some halftime stats.
All right, so we got a 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line, and Durant jumps offside. So,
yeah, at halftime, Brennan had 7 carries for 48 yards and 2 touchdowns. And he was 7 of 16 throwing the ball for 81 yards. So he was our leading rusher. I got to believe that he's still there. And Holden was our leading receiver, 2 catches for 46 yards.
All right, here we go. We're going to bring up a 1st down and 5 for the Bears at their own 30-yard line. Dale in the back in the shotgun. Marsh back there with him. Here's Marsh going up the middle. And he's going to take it, going to be short of the 1st down, going to bring up a 3rd and short. So Bears just need to control this thing, move it all the way down, eat a lot of clock.
Yep, and put this thing to bed.
Yep. So we got a 2nd down and 1. Seidel and Schutte off to the right. Joe Heyman over there to the left. Marsh is running outside. He gets outside. He turns it upfield. He's down to about the 44-yard line. I was watching that play. Joe Heyman, from his wide receiver, came in and cracked back on a linebacker and really sprung Aaron Marsh.
I feel like that's been a huge plus for us tonight is our perimeter blocking. Our guys have done an excellent job.
All right, 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Marsh and Dale in the shotgun. Marsh steps off to the left. Here's Marsh going up the middle. The ends crash, stop him about the 45-yard line of West Branch. But that's when you pull that out and run right around those ends.
Yeah,
they're going to crash that hard.
Yeah, or you throw the bubble out here to Kale too. You can always do that, but it's available if we want it.
All right, here's Connor Rios going in here at a flanker. Nice versatility out of Connor. 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Dale's in the shotgun. Here's Marsh going up the middle. And the pile moves forward for about 5 or 6 yards. Going to bring up 3rd and short, but our offensive line, and defensive line have pretty much controlled this game.
They have, and I like watching Michael Montgomery. He truly plays till the end of the whistle. He's downfield blocking hard every single play.
All right, we're 3rd and 1. And here we go. It's Seidel going up the middle.
He's going to have the 1st down.
He's going to have the 1st down. We're into Durant territory. 9 minutes to go here in the game. West Branch leads 35-0. Marsh comes in. Cale Seidel comes out. And that's one of those benefits, like you say, of we're using 4 running backs.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. It's a credit to our coaches developing some depth there. It's just sure nice luxury to have.
All right, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Here's Dale going deep.
Oh, he caught it.
And who is that?
Joe Heyman.
Joe Heyman, number 4.
Another senior touchdown.
Nice job, Joe Heyman.
Absolutely.
Joe didn't play in the first half because he missed all week of practice on vacation with his dad out west hunting. And, the coaches got to stick to the rules, and that's good. But that just shows you what Joe, the dimension he adds.
Yeah. Just another kid. We talked about Shea earlier. Just another kid that stepped up and
made the play.
Yeah.
All right, here the Bears are on for the extra point. Rios to hold, Gingrich to kick.
It's good.
It is good. So with 7:48 to go here in the game, West Branch leads 42-0.
While we got a second, I'm going to just read through the list of our seniors just to shout them out.
You betcha.
Since it is senior night, so I pulled up our roster. And number 2, Cam Ginrich. Number 3, Cale Seidel. Number 4, Joe Heyman. Number 5, Zach Capper. Number 10, Jake Swisher. Number 11, Aaron Marsh. Number 14, Trenton Schutte. Excuse me. Number 18, Holden Arneman. Number 20, Braden Sexton. Number 25, Shea Farmer. Number 50, Reese Trepanier. Number 51, Diego Carrillo. Number 55, Quinn Rocha. Number 56, Logan Wright. 62, Max Lodge. Great bunch of seniors there that have had a lot of success here in our program. And
you think what they, number one, did last year with Butch getting ill and then being there this spring for him and then trying to focus these guys on this upcoming season. So another low kick. And Durant's going to return it to about the 32-yard line where they'll take over. 7:40, the clock is counting. Bears are up 42-0, but, it has been, I don't want to say a difficult year, but different than most. Just number one, Butch not being here is a big influence. And then the schedule we got dealt with was huge. And so, the Bears have really overcome. And you got to give all the credit to this coaching staff.
For sure.
And
I think you hit it on the head, too, with this senior class. They've had something to deal with that nobody else has ever had to deal with.
Right. All right, here's Nielsen. He hands off to McKinney. And McKinney gets a couple of yards, and the Bears stuff them. But, you're right. This senior class, it's like nobody else has had to deal with this.
Yeah, and when I say that is we had the same head coach for, 40 years or whatever it was. And those guys, battled with Butch through the last few months of his life last year, into the football season, and then the services, and then transitioning into this year. So just a credit to our seniors for being great leaders.
And being there for the whole Pedersen family.
For sure.
All right, here's a pitch out here to the right. Gains a few yards, going to bring up a third and probably about 5. But, under normal circumstances, football is a tough game, and you have to be tough to play it. But under these circumstances, these Bears have done outstanding. They're going to end up being 5-3, playing 5 ranked teams, very good teams.
Yeah, 4-1 in the district, right?
Yep. And then this is going to be our 31st trip to the playoff.
Yeah, just incredible.
All right, here's Nielsen. He's looking to pass. He's scrambling around. He's getting pressure. He's going to run with the ball. He decides to slide, which is a smart play on his part.
Yeah, and we do have some fresh players out there. We have number 9, Sullivan Brooke, I believe, is out there. Lincoln Neighbor, 42. I think that's Dylan Sheely, 72. So
we got young Peterson over here at the corner.
Yep. So we do have some reserves in here playing for the Bears.
All right, so we have a 4th down and 3 from their own 48. He's going to run the quarterback sweep. Comes up, nice tackle.
That's Braden Sexton.
Braden Sexton from his safety spot.
What a great play.
What a super play. And, we go into every year not knowing, which senior that hasn't really played much is going to step up and really become that starter. I look at Braden Sexton and realize how much he stepped up.
Yeah.
How much Shea Farmer has stepped up. Aaron Marsh.
Right.
Joe Heyman, Jake Swisher.
Yeah.
These are guys that really didn't get that much playing time last year.
No.
Joe wasn't even on the field. Now we got Connor Rios in there at quarterback. We're down to 4 minutes to go here in the game. Marsh still in there at the tailback. steps off to the left. And here's Marsh. He's going over the left side. Makes a nice run. Gets about 3 or 4 yards. But, again, Aaron Marsh, I'm not sure he got any snaps those first 2 games.
Yeah.
And then we go up to Columbus Catholic, and he is a big part of winning that game.
He is a huge part. You're exactly right. And has helped us, like we've talked multiple times tonight, develop that running back position, and it's obviously paying off if Zach gets hurt.
Yep. So we got a 2nd down and 7. Here goes Capper onto the field. 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Here's Rios handing it to Marsh. He gains a couple more, going to bring up 3rd and short. But the Bears are in a good position here. 31st trip to the playoffs, which is just an amazing run. And I don't know, is this got to be like 15 in a row for us?
Yeah.
Our guy Jason Miller would know that.
He would.
But,
and we're going to be hosting a playoff game next week. I think the pairings come out tomorrow morning. Is that right? 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, the pairings will come out.
So go to the West Branch Football website. Here's Rios in the shotgun. Here's Marsh going up the middle. Going to be stopped for no gain. Going to bring up a 4th down. We're under 2:20 to go here in the game. Bears are going to win this one. It's just been a really good and satisfying season because, number one, every game's been competitive.
Yep.
You know, even this one. 14-0 at half is not what you would expect, but the Bears responded after that halftime talk.
For sure, and I feel like that's what they've done all year.
And they put up 28 points, and they still got a shutout going.
Right.
So we got a 4th down and 6. Here's Rios rolling to the right. He's going to pull it up. He's going to run. He's going to be tackled about the 30-yard line. Bears will turn it over on downs. Well, we had to come up with a couple players of the game here.
I have my choice for, and I you guys can overrule me all you want. I was just going to give it to our seniors. I think we just give it to our seniors. They've been good leaders for us, and like we just talked about the transition that they've had to make. And
the seniors, I mean, they've really stood out tonight.
Yeah, just a way to recognize them all. And
Kale has stood out. Logan Wright has stood out.
Joe scored a touchdown. Aaron scored a touchdown.
Yeah.
We talked Shea Farmer, Braden Sexton.
Holden Arneman.
Yeah.
You know, Max Lodge has been solid all year long.
Quinn Rocha on the defensive line.
All right, here we got 47 seconds. 1st and 10 for Durant. They're running the ball. They're getting a 1st down. They're inside West Branch territory. And they're hopping on the ball because they think they got something going on. So it is 1st and 10 from the West Branch 44-yard line. And here's Nielsen going to try to run the quarterback.
Lincoln Neighbor.
Lincoln Neighbor. Now that fellow's going to be a player next year.
He is. I coached him in junior high, and he's a mountain compared to what he was in junior high. He's grown. He's tall. He's long. He's lengthy. He's going to be a good player.
All right, here we go. Handing it to McKinney. He's going up the middle. He runs into a pile of Bears. That is going to end the game, 42-0, West Branch. We're going to send T down to the sideline to talk with Coach Hirschman. West Branch wins this game 42-0, and end up 5-3, 4-1 in the district. Looks like Regina, even though we beat him, is going to win the district. Bears hopefully are going to finish 2nd when they get things untangled here and be able to host a 1st-round game next week. But we will not know until tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, as most of you probably go for the highlights first thing in the morning on Saturday. Look for the brackets. So if things hold true, the Bears will be playing a third-place team from another district. Bears are shaking hands, a very good sportsmanship game. Again, we want to thank our sponsors, Fullwider Insurance Agency, Cornerstone Real Estate Consultants, EMS Detergent Services, Fidelity Bank and Trust, Hodge Construction, Main Street Suites, Marcy Willier and Urban Acres, the Serving Cafe, Touched by Power Massage Therapy, and the West Branch Times. So thank you to all of them who have supported the Bears throughout this season. Handshakes are happening at midfield. Matt and T are down on the field trying to get some interviews with some coaches and players. So a very good game for the Bears. Again, they win their third game by 17 points or more, so they're sitting at 51. The only loss coming to Wilton, 21-17. And it looks like Regina is beating up on Wilton, so all three teams will finish in the district at 4-1. And then we will find out who we're taking off for the playoffs. The Bears were able to play 3 games at home last year, won all 3. A great game with South Hardin, Columbus Catholic, and then MFL Marmac. And both Columbus and MFL look like they're going to make the playoffs. Dike New Hartford has a chance to make the playoffs. Grundy Center. There's some very good 1A teams. So the Bears are gathering around Coach Hirschman. Senior parents are out there, the student body's out there. All right, 42-0, West Branch wins. Oh, over Durant. Oh, they're singing happy birthday to somebody. Bears are breaking down the huddle. So let's hope that the Bears can host a playoff game next week. If not, we'll travel and we'll play football anyhow. So we're into that postseason, which is always the goal. This was a very tough night weather-wise, but the Bears were still able to put up 42 points and, more importantly, to pitch a shutout. So the Bears end up 5-3, 4-1 in the district. All 3 of the losses came against ranked teams: Williamsburg in 3A, Dike New Hartford in 1A, Wilton. T, you got somebody down there?
I do. I got 2 guys with me. So I have Max Lodge and Jake Swisher with me. Guys, we decided that tonight's player of the game goes to the senior class, which you guys deserve it. We talked earlier how you guys have had to deal with something nobody else has had to deal with in West Branch football for quite a long time, and that's transitioning to a new coach. You guys were with Butch his last few months last season and then had the summer and the services, and now you're transitioning into this year with different circumstances. So talk about what this season has meant to you guys with all those changes.
Yeah, it's definitely a big season for West Branch football history, or the future of West Branch football, and the coaches have done a great job transitioning us. I mean, it's the same coaches that it's always been, and I mean, we miss Butch greatly, but they've done a great job of transitioning us.
Absolutely. You know, and Jake, same thing to you. Talk about the changes that have happened and what you guys have done to make this season what it has been.
The other coaches have had to step up. Butch's absence has been noticed. Everyone's missed him. Everyone knows. But everyone knows we got to play this season for him. And the coaches have done an excellent job of stepping up and filling that role.
Absolutely. You know, and talk about moving forward now. Coach just talked about it. Doesn't matter who you play. You're in the playoffs, and it's all about moving forward to the next opponent. You'll find out tomorrow morning. Talk about what you guys need to do to move forward and have success in the playoffs, Max.
We need to keep practicing hard. That's one thing that we miss with Butch. I mean, he's not there to keep the intensity up, and that's on the captains and the senior class even to keep that intensity up during practice.
Yeah, and Jake, talk about what it means. I think Quinny or somebody said it's close to 31 years of West Branch being in the playoffs. Talk about what it means to you guys, especially senior class. You guys have had a lot of success in this program, what it means to be back in the playoffs.
Going into the season, there was a lot of uncertainty. Everyone knew the schedule was hard, but everyone knew we had to make playoffs for Butch and for everyone else. Yeah.
That's good. We're good. So, Quinny, last thing is it's Max's birthday. I don't know if it's today, but it's one of these days. It's coming up, and I know Jake had a birthday the other day. He didn't probably spend it like he wanted to, but we're awfully proud of you guys. We're proud of you seniors, and we wish you luck in the playoffs. Thank you, guys, and get healthy, Jake.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Quinny.
All right, that was probably two of the more unsung heroes, T. You know, Max Lodge, Logan Wright deservedly gets a lot of the credit for his play on the defensive line and offensive line, but Max has been beside him for 3 straight years at that right guard and has done a great job.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and he's been a steady part of that offensive line, and he has a lot to be proud of. And you can tell, I mean, I coached Max in junior high, and just him growing as a person. I mean, just listening to him talk there, you know, it just makes you proud of how these kids grow from when you see them in 7th grade to where they are now, both on and off the field. And like we said, these seniors have a lot to be proud of, and Jake too. You know, Jake had that unfortunate injury in practice the other day, and he's just a great kid, and he's got great parents, and just a lot to be proud of for those guys, and hopefully they can make a run.
Yeah, and they're good teammates. You know, I mean, Jake started out the year being our leading receiver. Unfortunately, this week he got hurt in practice, but he never quit being a member of this team. He never quit on his teammates, and he's going to be just an outstanding individual, which is what we hope to grow out of all these players.
Agreed. And I think what makes this most fun for me is listening to these guys talk. Like I said, I coached them in junior high football, and just to listen to them express themselves and talk the way they so eloquently about their teammates, about their program, their coaches. I mean, it just makes you proud as a West Branch community member to see how these kids grow up.
Yeah, and a very, very good senior class. Glad you read off all those kids, because, you know, who you graduate with are going to be your best friends for the rest of your life. So,
absolutely.
The Bears did a good job overcoming adversity, losing Jake. Reese wasn't up to 100%. Losing Zach, Joe missing the first half, but we still put together a solid game.
Absolutely. Proud of these kids, and especially happy for these seniors. They're going off this regular season on the right note.
And hats off to this coaching staff. John Hirschman, you know, we don't know what's going to happen next year, but John has done a great job leading this team, along with Tyler Bailey and Kevin Braddock and Dano and Jason Peterson. You just can't say enough of these assistant coaches.
For sure. They've done an outstanding job, and they were with that transition period literally right along Butch's side the whole way. Before we go, there was one more birthday, I feel like, this week, right? Am I wrong? I think there was a birthday this week.
Oh, Matt Shenander.
Our captain, right?
Oh, yeah, our producer-director.
Yeah.
Who turned 42? 32.
20.
30.
21.
You got a scar that's 21.
So those wooden nickels, he can now get those down at Herb and Lou's if anybody's willing.
Interested in. But, I mean, we got to give Matt all the credit for this wouldn't be possible without all the hard work and what he does. And he'll go home tonight and work on stuff and get things ready. And every year we have a great highlight tape But nobody deserves more on this Bearcast than Matt Shenander.
Absolutely, I agree. You can't say enough good things about him. He gets us to and from all the away games. He lugs all the equipment around, has us organized, and nobody sees what he does. And I know we've talked about this every year, but it can't go understated. He's just the best when it comes to this stuff, and West Branch people should feel really fortunate to have him doing all this stuff for them.
Yeah, and young Kaleberg up there in the crow's nest, we have a end zone camera that Matt takes care of. Had to run up there and get it going, but he's just juggling so many things, but things just turned out wonderful.
Yep. So happy birthday, Matt.
Yeah. So on behalf of the Bearcats, this is Mike Quinlan, Jared Tylee, Matt Shenander. We will catch you next Friday night for a playoff game. Until then, go Bears.